Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm Mauro, and yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video on the channel, but well, we're back at the Plaza at Cedar Hill. It's 7 o'clock. It's been an hour since I left work. By the way, I work at the Best Buy up here in Cedar Hill now for a few months. That's why I haven't done shit on the channel, and that's why I have a clean slate on the channel. That's why whenever you go there and click on my name as of September 15, 2021, you don't see anything because, well, the videos are still there, but I put them private. Just want to have a clean slate, and but that's not the point. I digress. You can probably see me on the blue shirt, yeah. And that's my this is my iPhone 12 mini I have on T-Mobile. I'm using my iPhone 12 Pro to record this video with this video on. And I am going to upgrade it to iPhone 13 Pro or 13 Pro Max. I'm not too sure on which size though. But what do I do at Best Buy before I start the video? Well, as you can see, I'm an advisor. I'm basically a salesperson, and all the way over there where I zoomed in, that's Pleasant Run. That's where the Best Buy is. But anyway, iPhone 12 mini. There's a part of the cell tower right there. Yes, the iPhone 13 Pro is gonna really help with cinematic mode. But anyway, if this area is known, I've done the speed test here for ever since I came across it last year in 2020, band 41 on 5G, and the speeds now are more impressive every single fucking time I come here. So just hit the go button on my iPhone, and I'm just using whatever server the iPhone it's the Speedtest app decides to use. And godly, look at that shit, dude. Come on, 800 megs. Shit, no. Look at that, almost 800 megabits. We'll say 189 down, but look at that fucking shit. Let's start over again. Like that, watch out. Woof. I can probably stream lossless right now on the iPhone on T-Mobile's network. But this does not justify them getting hacked and trying to do good for their customers. This does not justify it. This is nothing new. The n41 in this area around the shopping center, this is nothing new. I don't get these speeds at work at the Best Buy. And this is in Cedar Hill, Texas, by the way. I stream my lossless music using this little Dragonfly Red adapter. It's like $200. And then these earbuds, the Shure. Yeah, I'm going autofile crazy with this. But this speed, high resolution lossless, you will not have any hesitation. You're not gonna have any latency, any hesitation for the music to play back. It'll just play back because of this high speed. Even then, you can probably stream regular lossless, no problem, on these speeds. High res lossless streams just fine on like 25-30 megs per second on LTE or 5G. But this right here, dude, it's amazing. But that's download. I can only imagine what kind of speeds I would get with the new iPhone once I get it. Oh, you saw that? Come on. No. Nah, this ain't right. It has to hit 800 megs. If not, I will revolt if it hits 800 megs. I will revolt if it hits 800 megs. The iPhone told me I'm not going to upgrade. In fact, I might sell it. Because I do have the Z Flip 3, but I don't have it on me. I have it at the house. unless it's in my backpack. It will not hit 800 megs. Come on, you can do it. It didn't. So, yeah, let's let it run. Let me select a different server because I'm using Windstream in Dallas. So, 90 megs up. That's not too bad. No, seriously, it's not too bad. I get 300 megs upload and download at my house with AT&T fiber. All right, let's choose the Nitel server. Then I'll do the T-Mobile server if I can. See if it hits 800 megs. I doubt it, just by the looks of it right now. And a car had to park next to me. Shit. 766 megabits per second down, and 80 plus megs up and counting. You can see the speeds on there. Let's try it again. You know what? Let's try the T-Mobile server just to get it over with. Just because it's T-Mobile server. It's a T-Mobile server, and boom, like that, it flies off. And like I said, I will revolt if it hits 800 megs, which I highly doubt it will do. It will. Oh, it did. Yeah, look at that. 800 megs. 800 megs, my God. On Bad 41. And this is running iOS 15. The final build is running the public build of iOS 15 before it comes out to the public, because I did have the beta profile installed on it. And 208, which is not too bad. Maybe, let me do something real quick. I don't know if I have the private relay enabled on this iPhone. Cellular. Okay, yeah, I do. So now I'll go to Safari, go to fast.com, because fast.com with the private relay, as you can see, I'm hitting the speeds my phone's supposed to get. This bypasses T-Mobile's filters. I'm doing it through Safari, but it does bypass T-Mobile's filters that they have for throttling video. So your videos will stream at their highest resolution with iCloud private relay turned on. And how do I get that? Well, I sign up for iCloud Plus, or in my case, I pay for 50 gigs of iCloud storage for $1 a month, and 99 cents a month, but you get the point. And I do have it on the WAN plan, which is a legacy plan from my mom got in 2017 for me and her, and this is a line my mom still pays for. I pay for the AT&T line that I have, but AT&T is a completely different story, because AT&T has a different infrastructure in terms of what bands they use on 5G, and then in downtown Dallas, I have the unlimited starter, so because it's the cheapest, and right now I'm paying $45 a month for it. But I will do a speed test before I will try my best to do a speed test within the week with the iPhone 12 Pro on AT&T before I have to trade it in to get the for the 13 Pro Max or 13 Pro, whichever one I decide to get at the end. But yes, I can try this again. Look, it's hitting those speeds on iCloud private relay. But if I disable that, and I will disable a couple minutes, but I will disable the private relay, refresh the page, and instead have it do the fast.com speed test on using the T-Mobile filters. So this is fast.com on Safari. It's basically using Netflix servers, and anything Netflix related, if you're on T-Mobile or AT&T, it will, like on T-Mobile, it's more strict. Like it'll filter through the video streaming speeds. It'll be capped to 480p on the plan I got, because I don't have Magenta Max or anything like that. I have a one plan that works just fine. And but anyway, I'll go exit out. Disable private relay. Refresh the page. Well, I'm surprised it's still doing it. Like, it'll look like it'll hit it, but it might kick in. I might be so wrong. Maybe because it's still enabled. I did disable it, and I did. Look at that. Let me close the apps. For 140 megs. Oh yeah, I have the little screen here on the cruise. But yeah, look at that. It's still doing it. Let me go to speedtest.net. On Safari, without private relay enabled. And as you can see, it bounces off and maxes out the gauge and it's claiming, and it's using the Inzu server in Dallas, and it's hitting 401 megs. So let me go back to settings, cellular, voice and data. Wait, never mind, that's not it. There you go. Private relay is turned back on. Refresh the page, and as you can see, it says iCloud private relay using the Trans Telco server. And let's see what speeds I can achieve using Speedtest through the iCloud private relay. And the iCloud private relay, what I understand so far, is that it'll only work in Safari, in Mail, and some apps Apple might specify. You know, it's kind of like, it's not a mind you, it is not a VPN per se, but it just is basically an end-to-end encryption. Basically reduces, you know, getting tracked on the internet by, you know, third-party trackers like Facebook, stuff like that. Like apps and websites on Safari will not learn your browsing activities, because you'll always keep, you know, because you have that end-to-end encryption. They're not gonna say anything back to you, stuff, you know what I mean, stuff like that. That's But yesterday, I will talk about this. On the Apple event yesterday, Apple did not say shit about. Well, I saw the Apple event up until they started announcing the iPhone. But I'll be honest with you on that. But I haven't seen or heard anything from the tech press, from the tech media, from the tech journalists, saying anything in regards to the CSAM that Apple has been trying to implement, which is highly controversial because it goes against their it somewhat goes against their privacy, you know, their privacy philosophy, like, you know, their aim towards privacy, not stuff, you know, stuff like that. You know, to some extent I do agree we do need to have some type of thing in place, but you know, it's highly debatable, so I'm not gonna go deeper into it. So but anyways, 373 megs on the on Speedtest through Safari, on n41 on T-Mobile here in the Plaza Cedar Hill, using the iCloud Private Relay service on the iPhone on iOS 15. And with iCloud Private Relay, mind you, you have to have iCloud Plus. How do you get iCloud Plus? For me, the way I've seen it, the way it's been working for me ever since June, was that I pay for iCloud storage, 50 gigs of iCloud storage for 99 cents a month, which here in Texas totals out to like $1.08 a month. So, which is nice, you know. iCloud Private Relay, again emphasize, it is not a VPN. It doesn't work in China. That's what I've heard. But what about someone like myself who's from the US and goes to one of those places where like the internet's so highly restrictive? I don't know. Private Relay, let's turn that off. Refresh the page, and it's now on T-Mobile. I think I'm just rambling on in these videos, and boom, there you go. I'll be shocked if it does hit 800 megs, even in Safari. Or those speeds. It's not too bad. But you only get the download speed on Safari. Oh yeah, I wasn't talking about this ping and the jitter. So now I am. 17 milliseconds ping time and 6.6 milliseconds jitter. And I'm... Oh, you got lucky. 777 megs down. And I am within the Plaza Cedar Hill on this side of it. Between what used to be Office Max and... well, there's Ross, and right there what that leasing sign is used to be Office Max, Office Depot, same shit. And the Hobby Lobby and the cell towers right behind the building right there, right behind the complex. And I'm getting I'm getting a good reception. How can I confirm it is band 41? So let me exit out. Let me go to the dialer. Star 3001 pound 12345 pound star. Okay, call. And on iOS 15, it's gotten a little bit better how to identify bands of 5G, stuff like that. So hit this burger menu, this option right here, and I'm supposed to see, like, on 5G, I'm supposed to see the stats, like what band I'm on, stuff like that. But yeah, that's band 2. That's the anchor band for N41. And what I'm looking for is what bands I'm connected to on 5G. And as you can see, it's LTE and NR. NR being new radio, the 5G standard we use, a lot of carriers are using, and what the iPhone supports. Because I know many years ago, like 12, 13 years ago, when 4G was becoming a thing, you had LTE, which is what we use all over the world, and you had WiMAX and all these other weird standards that were considered 4G. But at the end, we all opted for 4G because it was the most universally used standard. I mean, I think it was first seen in Sweden or something like that. Then everybody else just adopted LTE, long-term evolution, and that's what we use today in 2021. Like a couple weeks ago, I went to Mexico for a couple days, just for like 3.5 days. But I wanted to, as soon as I crossed, I wanted to buy a SIM card for Telcel or Movistar or one of the other carriers other than AT&T Mexico, for the sole purpose of trying to see, okay, where can I get 5G in Mexico? Because with my SIM cards here in the US, with my T-Mobile SIM card, my AT&T SIM card, I'm probably not gonna get 5G anywhere, because there's no, as far as I know, there are no roaming agreements between the US carriers and the Mexican carriers, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I might have to buy a local SIM card just so I can test out, okay, do I get 5G coverage, stuff like that. No, I didn't have time. But when I wanted to buy the SIM card, my debit card wasn't authorized to be used internationally, so I had to call long story short, I couldn't use my debit card in Mexico. I had to call my credit union. I'm in Mexico for a couple days, and by the time they authorized, it was too late. I was on my way back here to Dallas, so it was very frustrating. Hopefully next time, hopefully in a few months from now, I can, when I go back to Mexico to visit, I can buy a SIM card at the border and see where I can get 5G. I think in Monterrey you'll get 5G. Maybe. That's a huge maybe. I don't know if you can get 5G in Saltillo. I don't know if you can get 5G there also or either. Like I'm so curious. Like, how is the 5G deployment over there than it is here? Because I know here in the US, like T-Mobile just boom like that started deploying 5G all over the place, and then once they took over Sprint, they knocked out the Sprint's 5G service in order to repurpose the airwaves to use on T-Mobile side. so that way both T-Mobile and Sprint customers can use the airwaves. And that's what we're getting here, n41. And mind you, I know last year, some of you may or may not know, I was a Sprint customer, but shortly after the merger, like, I switched to Visible, and it was like that ever since. Man, I should have hit 800. I was a Visible customer ever since, but up until up until I started working at Best Buy, I switched over to AT&T, and that's where I'm at today with AT&T. So anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, go ahead and have a good one, guys.